true life. My name is Vosk, and I'm addicted to cryptocurrencies. I just can't help myself. Originally, I took on so much debt buying cryptocurrency mining rigs that it was, probably 20 times the equity I had into my house. 20 times the equity was the debt I carried. Over about $100,000 taken out in credit card loans and PayPal credit, anything I could do to scoop up some more coins and some more gear. I went all in twice. Luckily, I made it out to the other side. But it wasn't an easy journey. I don't think that I just got lucky, and my input has been massive along this way. But what have I learned? Being a cryptocurrency investor for over 4 years, right? Like what are the recurring lessons? Because you can make a trade and get lucky, that's great. But to be consistently profitable, to make money more than you lose money, I guess you just have to be consistently lucky, or you need to develop a plan, a framework, kind of like a standards of operations. Okay, and you need to develop that yourself or take a page out of someone else's book. So I could have done this without the beautiful Miss Vosk and the furriest pup of them all, Tails, our resident Shivan Dogecoin, who is actually the owner here at the VoskCoin YouTube channel and the CIO. That not sounding like a government agency. Well, it does, but she's not a government agency. That's our chief investment officer. So I want to lead with my most important point here, okay? And it's checking your bias at the door, man. And so people buy some coins and they're just married to them, right? They're like, oh, I bought, Dogecoin. Now I have to talk about it constantly and everything else sucks. Or they're like, I'm heavily invested in Bitcoin, but I can't do the altcoin thing because, I need Orange Coin to go up. But it's the people that diversify. Don't spread yourself too thin though, but it's the people that diversify, get into new and emerging cryptocurrencies that make the most money. Simply put, the people that check their bias at the door and look for the best project, not only on like fundamentals and merits, right? But also literally just hype. Elon Musk was hyping up Dogecoin. The people who saw that and saw what he did with the Tesla stock before, they piled on, and then Doge goes on to Mega Moon, right? There was no fundamental change. Dogecoin did not have an interesting new software release, right? Sure, there were some cool Dogecoin miners that came to be, but like that wasn't really it. It was literally all just hype, momentum, marketing, and just a meme coin, kind of serving as a movement. You got to be able to recognize those things and also check yourself at the door when you get too invested in something, right? I've been overexposed in cryptocurrencies, and it was making me depressed. I couldn't think straight, and I was having trouble evaluating other new projects. And kind of along the way, this really began as a cryptocurrency mining farm, and I recorded some videos. But now we also operate VoskCoin, the crypto YouTube channel, full time. And I was like, how can I be a resource to the community? I need to be a valid, trustworthy, third-party source. That means I can't buy a coin and just shill it. That's ridiculous. That's fake. That is only aligned with someone's personal financial motives. And that is what you will see on a lot of social media from a lot of influencers, especially on TikTok. TikTok it's the worst. In my opinion, TikTok has some of the least valuable content of any social media platform ever. Maybe only second to Vine, which TikTok is basically just Vine 2.0. You're probably too young to even know what Vine is, you dog. But that's something I really had to review and adjust internally, right? So I personally separate. If I'm in a coin, I'll trash it and tell you guys and then sell. Like I obviously I want to make money with cryptocurrency trading and everything, but I'm in a unique position where I have to have and I want to, and it's how I truly feel. Like a true allegiance to you, the subscribers, the viewers of the channel. You make everything so fun and exciting and just all of our content possible. Instead of telling your friend, hey, I bought this coin, you should definitely buy this coin. But think about this, right? You buy into a certain coin, we don't even need to name one in particular, and then you start shilling it to your friend. Are you shilling it to your friend because you're coping with yourself and you're trying to justify it to yourself? Or are you shilling it to him because you want him to buy, because you want his investment to help make yours go up? when you start getting into really low cap coins, the hidden crypto gems and all that stuff, it does not take that much money to make these coins move significantly up or down in price. A lot of people, they go out and they show stuff, and ultimately that just kind of makes you a person, and you won't be happy with the results. You'll lose all of your just authenticity and validity, and you're just gonna start making the wrong decisions, right? I try to separate myself emotionally from these coins I buy, from these projects, from these crypto mining rigs that we run and everything else. There's a difference between do I want this to succeed? Why? Based on tech or investment, and will it realistically succeed? And are they doing well? Am I happy with this? I cut losses all the time, the sunk cost fallacy, the things like that. A lot of people are afraid to get out of a bad position. That's kind of my next point. It's sort of in line with this. But so a great example is I bought into Neo early. I rode it all the way up, and then I rode it very far down in the last cryptocurrency born. It devastated me. I made life-changing money to me, and I never seized it. I never rolled it back into Bitcoin or other, good cryptocurrencies or even just US dollars, and it just never came back. It was devastating, right? And so I took that in the bear market, and I finally did roll it into other cryptocurrencies. I'm fortunate that some of the coins I rolled that into did do well, and I regained some of those potential gains that I had but were unrealized, so then they became basically lost. That's one of the big things here, is just be agile, be mobile, right? Another thing is spreading your risk. So I do a lot of cryptocurrency mining. A lot of the incredible VoskCoin community does as well. But don't be so narrow focused that you only see proof of work mineable coins, right? Because you get these blinders on, and I just had a hell of a time last year or 2 years ago now, crazy, getting people to embrace and use decentralized finance, DeFi, get into Uniswap and Comp and SushiSwap and everything in between. And those coins did incredibly well. People got life-changing airdrops, and the coins mooned, and even now the prices are incredible to what they were then. But most people, they couldn't accept something new. And it was the same thing with NFTs, non-fungible tokens, which are absolutely here to stay, even when they're going to change and evolve. And digital collectibles on chain, it's been an absolute huge use case for blockchain since the beginning of time. Even Satoshi Nakamoto referenced that. So if you're really focused on, say, mining in these mineable coins, don't forget to look outside of that. And even if, say, you don't like proof of stake or don't get too hung up on a blockchain consensus mechanism. See what a project's doing and see what people, who are getting into that project, the hype, the momentum, the marketing, and the fundamentals, what they're doing, the actual problem they solve. I mean, basically you invest on fundamentals and a use case, or you invest on just hype, marketing, momentum. And you shouldn't be ashamed to admit that, right? Jumping on the Shiba Inu bandwagon early made millionaires. Jumping on too late makes a bag holder. Jumping into a tech project at any time, eventually it should pay off if they deliver and continue to do well.
Hey guys, it's Ms. Vosk, and I'm here to talk to you about today's video sponsor, Cardstack. Cardstack is a collaborative operating system for Web3. It's a platform that makes it easy for everyday users to build apps, create content, and get paid in decentralized ways. They have several products in their suite, including Card Pay, which is their payment protocol, and Card Wallet, which is their companion app. It's currently in beta but will be available soon on iOS and Android. Cardstack also just announced their new ambassador program and their NFT giveaways. Check out the link in the video description below to learn more about Cardstack, and stay tuned for a new video review of Cardstack on the VoskCoin YouTube channel.
So I don't want to drone on too long in this video. Above all, the biggest things I just really learned being a cryptocurrency investor over the last years is to check my bias, not be married, to remind myself what it's like to be new and open to new ideas and new technology, and just try to get into different things and learn more and recapture that initial excitement you get. You get excited in your heart, you feel it, and you're just so pumped. You're like, I can't wait to do this, or I can't wait to look up that, or I can't wait to try this. And that's what really kind of gets most people started. But a lot of them lose it along the way. They get overextended. They make mistakes. You lose money. If you focus too much on the money, you'll probably make less money than the dude having a blast in it for the tech. And so just try to remind yourself, never invest more than you can afford to lose, not investment advice, all that kind of stuff, but remind yourself to have fun and remind yourself why you got into this. Maybe you are just a get rich overnight kind of guy. If that's the case, well, you probably won't be here next year. But it's the people who are here next year that ironically will become the rich ones. Now that's funny. That's kind of a beautiful thing. And other than that, just reminding yourself to, take breaks. Don't get burned out. Don't be afraid to move all of your positions into stable coins, right? Completely move into stable coins. What are you going to lose? Maybe some potential gains or some potential losses, but at least you can disconnect for a little while, recharge, capture that energy again, and get back into the game at 100%. That's how you make plays. That's how you make a difference. That's how you change your life. That's how I'm still able to be here, even though I'll be honest, I do have some cracks in the armor these days, gray hairs coming in. Crypto's tough, 24/7, 365, it never stops, but it's fun and exciting, and nothing is more financially lucrative and rewarding long-term in comparison. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please slap that subscribe button. Join me on my crazy crypto journey here. And yeah, I love true life. I'm addicted to crypto, and I love crypto, and it's a blast. And well, join the channel. Let's have some fun. Please be advised, there are scammers impersonating us on multiple platforms. I don't want your money. I just want you to smash that subscribe button. Everything in this video is for entertainment purposes only. That means it's not financial advice.